Hi everyone, this is Missy, and today I'll show you how to post an individual payment. There's 4 different types: full payment, payment with interest, partial payment, and those with a retainer. So the first thing we'll do is the payment in full. Go to your invoice and you'll see your invoice number here and that your amount due is right here. Now go over to your payment tab and start putting in your check number. And then if you hit tab, it'll automatically fill in today's date. Your amount's already there. Your court reporter will be filled in along with the commission that's due. And you can type in any payment notes down here. For instance, if it came from an insurance company and not the law firm. Just hit update afterward. That saves your payment. Now let's cover one that included interest. Okay, let's say you got an invoice that had an interest payment included with it. So you'll go to your invoice number here. This will show you what the amount due is, and the amount of interest is here that's accrued. We don't add these two together because that's going to change every day. This interest amount is going to change every day. So what you need to do is go over to your payment tab, enter your check number just like before, tab over for your date, and then put in the amount that you actually received. So let's say they sent you $86.83. Okay? You can see automatically that this shows you how much interest was there. Go ahead and hit your update button. And then go to your items tab and just enter an item for that amount of interest. 1, interest. 2, whatever it is, 33. If you pay your reporter a percentage of that, enter it here as well. If you don't, leave it at 0. That's totally up to you. And hit enter. Or update, I'm sorry. And that brings you back to 0. So again, enter your payment, whatever they give you, either more or less. Enter the amount that appears here on the amount due now as an interest entry on your items. That one happens to be $233. And hit update, and you'll be good to go. Okay, let's cover a partial payment now. Alright, choose your invoice. This one happens to have a $250 balance due. Go over to your payment tab. And enter your check number, tab over, and it'll fill in the date, but now put in the amount you actually received. So say you only got $100 and your court reporter is already in there and her commission is showing, but as soon as you hit update, it will change the commission to be reflected upon what amount was paid. So now it's $75. So you can see now that your commission is correct. Now, there is a very, very important part. You need to go back in and put the balance due. So add a payment line, and you're not going to put a check number or a date or anything. Just put over here in the amount due what's left so that your court reporter can get the balance of the commission when it comes when that balance of that payment comes through. Don't forget to hit update. And that's it. Now let's cover retainers. Let's say a law firm sends you a prepayment for a transcript or just a retainer towards future bills. Go to that client tab and create add an attorney. Just call it retainer. It's just so we have a place to post this money. Doesn't need anything else. Just call it retainer for that law firm. Now go to your invoices tab and create a new invoice that's not associated with any job. And choose that retainer law firm area. There's not going to be any items. You're not billing here. You're just accepting a payment. And now post this $5,000 payment here with no court reporter, obviously. And this will give them the $5,000 credit for you to draw from for future bills. So make sure that your invoice is approved. If it's for a specific case, you can put it down here. Make sure it's approved and make sure you hit update. That'll show that they'll have their full retainer amount. Now when the job is done, you're going to actually have a bill that you've invoiced them for, and you want to apply that retainer payment as payment towards the actual invoice. So just go to the real invoice, just choose one, and go to the payment tab and put in the check number for that retainer payment you received and just show the bill paid in full. There's no court reporter on this one, it's just a sample. And make you a note that says paid from retainer and hit update. Now that bill is going to show that it's paid in full, and therefore we need to adjust that retainer accordingly. So go back to your retainer invoice and you'll add a payment. You'll just take off that amount that you paid the other invoice with. So we took off the 2065. We made a note here that we applied it to the other invoice and hit update. and now their retainer is down to $29.35. So they'll only have that much to draw from in the future. Just a note here, I know we've always warned you that if it's in red, something is wrong. It will show up on your questionable invoice report. If you don't want it to, you can go over here to miscellaneous and hide it from the report. Or if you'd rather just fix it, you can go, just like we did the other invoices, add a payment line, no date, no received, and just put the balance due right here. And that, once you hit update, will make it black, and everything will be zero like it should be, and it won't show up on your report. Okay, so that covers everything: full payments, interest, partial payments, and retainers. I think we're good, but call us if you have any questions.